Could your well water be making your best friend sick? Alright, welcome to Country Girl with Kathy Jarvis. And if your water that you're watering your dog with comes out of a tap, and that tap is attached to a well, then it very well could be harming your animal. Dogs are generally more susceptible to contaminated well water. They kind of act as an early warning system to people when the water goes bad, and this is due to their smaller size, their faster metabolism, and their shorter lifespan. Now, the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Society Agency, does not regulate well water. That's up to the individual owner of the well. And some of these wells or most of them have hard water. So they can have hard water, they can have heavy mineral contents, they can be have harmful bacteria in them, and this can lead to health issues like UTIs. Now, I did not know this in the past, and I'm thinking back, we've been giving our animals well water forever. In the last 6 years, I'd say 5 to 6 years, my older dog's shoes had UTIs one after the other. We were just fighting them constantly. And I had no idea that the hardness of the water can also affect the health of the dog. I kind of found this out by accident. This new puppy that I have, Dusty, she's only 14 weeks old and already has the UTI. And she was having some diarrhea problems. And we decided just to switch her from our regular well water to bottled water just to see what would happen. And immediately the diarrhea, it stopped. The soft bowels got harder again, normal again. And I started doing some research. And this is what I found. And boy, did it open up my eyes. A study has found that there is a relationship between hard water and UTIs. The dog body is made up of 70% of water. And they use this water just like we do. They regulates the body temperature, it maintains skin texture, it flushes toxins out of the body, and it helps carry nutrients across the system, just like people. So they do need water. A well can quickly become contaminated by animal waste, surface water runoff, agricultural practices, parasites, and algae blooms. And they can contain potential dangerous level of arsenic, radon, and lead. The first two can cause cancer in dogs, and this lead can lead to seizures and brain damage. And there's a single-cell organisms that can cause diarrhea, which is found in well water. Salmonella and E. coli can cause vomiting and seizures in dogs. And the blue-green algae bloom can be toxic to dogs. Most of the well water is in the United States is hard water. And that means it has a lot of high amount of dissolved chemicals in it. And these chemicals are usually magnesium and calcium. Now, a study put on by a pet insurance company suggests that with extremely hard water can cause UTIs. It can cause stones, and it can cause crystals, and it can cause the puppy to pee all over the place without any control. Female dogs are 2.5 times more likely to be affected than the male dogs. Now, magnesium, if it's consumed in high quantities, like it's drinking this water every day that's got a high magnesium count, this can cause either mild to severe illnesses, and that can be life-threatening. A dog will often form bladder stones, and it can develop damage to the central nervous system and their heart. High amount of calcium can affect their bone growth and development, especially in larger dogs. The calcium can also lead to kidney diseases and can cause the dogs to have develop bladder stones also. Nitrates can be found in well waters located close to farms, and excess nitrates can cause oxygen problems in dogs. Phosphates, they can be found in wells that have that are around farms, and they can cause the algae to bloom, which, as we said earlier, can be fatal to both to the dogs and can also harm people. So how can we solve these problems? First of all, get your well tested. It should be tested at least once a year. If you have the quality of the water changes throughout the years, so it should be tested at least once a year. And you can buy tests to do it yourself off of Amazon, so you can just test it at home. If you live in a farming area, I would possibly test it more often. We haven't tested ours for a long time because we don't drink it. We drink bottled water. And I was giving the water, using it for animals and using it for our baths, and that's about it. I didn't cook with it. I didn't do anything with it. We just used bottled water for everything. So I didn't even think about the animals. So we didn't test it very often. So I'm going to have to start testing the water more often. Another way to solve this problem is to give them bottled water. Give them the same water you're drinking. If you don't feel safe drinking the water, don't give it to your dog or your cats. Dogs are more susceptible than cats, but cats are still right up there too. So any of your pets, if you won't drink the water yourself, don't give it to them. Bottled water is okay, but not distilled water. Distilled water does not have the nutrients and minerals that they really do need. Clean the water bowls daily. If you're having in a water bowl outside or inside that does not have a filter or a fountain to it, then it should be changed twice a day. Another good solution is to get a water fountain like you saw Dusty drinking out of. These have filters in them that filter the water. And they also have the running water in. For her, it's made her want to drink more water. She runs by it and she hears it activate and she goes over to look at it, and then she drinks it. So that has helped immensely on her drinking. Now, as far as her UTI, I don't know yet. She still has 2 days worth of medicine to take before she takes another urine sample back to the vet. But I have noticed that the area around her vulva is no longer caked in with a discharge, so that's an improvement. And I'm hoping that by changing this water out, that we have no more problems with UTIs. And it really breaks my heart that this could possibly have been one of Shu's problems, and I just didn't know about it. It would have saved her the pain that she went through, with the UTI. It would have saved me a lot of money from having to give her treatments for, I know, at least 5 years we treated her. Almost every other month she was having UTI. And no one even suggested water as being one of the problems. So hopefully, by using the bottled water, I'm actually filtering the bottled water in that fountain. And like I said, the soft stools have resolved themselves almost immediately within 2 days after switching water. Her bowels were back to normal. So hopefully we're on the right track with this water stuff. But I just wanted to put this out so people realize that dogs are more sensitive to the water than what we are, and that you should get your well tested. And If you have any problems with your dog having crystals, UTIs, urinary tract infections, or soft stools, diarrhea, vomiting, any of those things, seizures, any of the things I listed in the above, saying what could cause them, have your water checked and make sure that the levels are not unsafe. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully it saves some health on some of the dogs, and hopefully it saves some people some money. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.